Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth. Hello. How is everyone today? This is a lovely Wednesday. Hello, Jay. Craft by Jay, how are you doing, sir? Kim in Alaska, thanks for popping in today. Norma, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. Linda G, hello. Maddie, the emptiness scrapper. Maddie, hello. I'm on a sassy intro, but the rainbow is all teal. Team teal? I don't know. Would it be a sassy intro if it was all one color? Yes. It is brands and materials night. If you guys have not joined me before, please hold while I squeaky into a more comfortable position, because this chair is killing me. The wheels, because we had to do two, because we weren't getting enough of variety. Oh, I almost forgot my notebook. We need the notebook. We must have the notebook. So, our last wheel. Oh, I forgot to set up the Vody stuff. We did 4 spins on the one wheel, and it looks like 2 spins on the other wheel for a total of 5 spins. It was kind of fun though, because we had to make a stamp, and that's the stamp I made the last month. And we vetoed number 3. That's what we're gonna do. I think it's still set up. Hold on a second. Let me. I gotta double check to make sure our veto system is still set up. We're gonna spin 4 times, and you all are gonna vote for a veto. Quote, giveaways, polls. Yes, it is still there. The veto poll. Veto number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Psh, not 5. We're gonna veto one of those, and I'll start that poll after we do the spinny spins. Bitty penny. Oh, does anyone like summer cards? Summer cards are fabulous. Are they the ones you showed? The thank you summer cards? Are those the ones you're asking about? Okay, so we're gonna pop up this one, and we're gonna pop up this one, and then we're gonna do some spinny spins. Are we ready to do spinny spins? So our first wheel is of brands, all the brands that I own. And then the second wheel is gonna be materials like pens, pencils, stamp making stuff. Okay, so that's that. Let's pull that. Yeah, that's, I don't know, put that back. I can say we're gonna write on the back side. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then veto number, and then whatever, and then 1 and 2 off the other wheel. Okay, are we ready? Okay, we gotta find, we're gonna do the wheel of brands. There it is. There's our wheel. There's a whole lot of stuff on that wheel, but I need to get it up here so I can see it. We're gonna do shuffle, spin. We're spinning. Spinny. Spinny says, this calls for confetti. This calls for, why I'm like, do I write the number 4? The what? Yeah. F-E-T-T-I. I have some of their paper. I have some of their embellishments. And I don't know if I have a stamp by them. And we don't remove it. We just close the thingy. So that's number 1. And then we shuffle, spin. Hello. Thanks for popping. I can't see the comments right now. I've got things moved around. Respin. we don't do it twice. We don't do it twice, but we must use this calls for confetti. We must. We must. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Sunny Studio. SUNNYSTUDIO. Sunny Studio. Woohoo. And then shuffle, shuffle, spin. How is everybody doing? I need to get that back on top. Carabella. Okay, what you're looking at is, I only have it in a stencil. Carabella stencil. That's all right. We have it in stencil. We like stencils. We're going to close that. And then our last spin. Our last spin is for Blue Knight rubber stamps. Blue Knight. Blue Knight. Okay. Close. So, my crafty friends. Where am I at? There's a lot going on my computer today. The wheels take up some space. Let's put it that way. Adelaide, hello, hello. PJB Stampa, hello, hello. Dawn the Crafty Visage, Bitty Penny, hello, hello. Thank you all for popping in today. Tomorrow there will be a little letter coming my way. What? A little birdie named Mary said it was Bitty Penny related. What? Craft roulette is parallel. Craft roulette is parallel. Okay, yeah, you can lurk along. This month, okay. Where did you put No Simon Hurley ECR? Nothing by Simon. It's on that wheel. It is on that wheel. Nothing by Simon is on that wheel. Are they quite pink? Everybody, please hold. I'm trying to catch up. Bitty Penny says, Jay, I was about to message you on IG. And if you don't know IG, it's Instagram. I love Instagram. Well, I think two are spoken for. I'll have to send to people. Fabulous. Fabulous. I think I caught everything and everyone. If I did not say hello to you, you can yell at me. I will say hello. All right. So, and the Messy Palette. Hello, hello. Thanks for popping in today. So, you guys are going to vote. Okay, let me go to my dashboard and we're going to start the poll in just a minute. Veto number 1. You can veto this calls for confetti. And you're going to type veto. Wait, what are you typing? It's been a while. Title veto. Veto 1. Okay, so it's yeah, okay. Confirm. I'm gonna type what the command looks like so you guys can veto. T, not afraid of color. Hello, hello, hello. Brianna, hello, hello. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so if you're gonna vote, it's gonna be vote. Is that how it? No, I just looked at that. Why am I being vote veto? Yes, okay. It's gonna be vote and then veto. Let's spell. Let's use our brain power and spell. Okay, so that's how it's gonna look. It's gonna be exclamation point vote and then veto 1, veto 2, veto 3, veto 4. So you can veto this calls for confetti. That is number 1. You can veto Sunny Studio, that is number 2. You can veto Carabella Stencil, that is number 3. Or you can veto Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, that is number 4. So those are your 4 veto options. I'm going to start the timer. There's a 5-minute timer. You may veto anything. If nobody votes, oh, and don't put a space between the number. My bad. Don't put a space in there. Yes, so you can veto. Yes, well, okay. Well, you know, vote, veto. Okay, don't put a space in there. Don't put a space in there. Let me see if that went through. Yeah, no. My apologies. Don't put a space between veto and the number. Okay. So, Jay and Pam and Bitty Penny all need to veto again. I got 1 vote for veto 1. Somebody. There we go. Jay's got it vetoed. Pam's got it vetoed. Again, I apologize. If you don't see the Streamlabs bot popping up saying that you voted, then your vote didn't count. And Maddie, you got to put a space between veto and vote. Veto and vote. You guys are doing great. My apologies. It's early for me. It's early for me. T's vote counted. Linda G's vote counted. Pam's vote counted. Bitty Penny, your vote counted. Jay's vote counted. So Maddie, we'll re-vote if you don't mind. You just put that in there. Yeah, there it goes. And then Dawn should go through as well. I got 7 votes on 3 minutes left. You guys are voting out Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. I might thank you for that. I stay up till like 4 or 5 in the morning because I can't sleep. And so yeah, I sleep all day with my hubby. When he gets home at like noon or whatever, then I sleep. And so yeah. It's 7 p.m. here in Elizabeth Land. 7 p.m. here in Elizabeth Land. And I'm like, I just woke up not too long ago. I woke up at like 5. But I was awake because I got a message earlier. And then I went back to bed. Norma says, I do too. Happy Place voted. I'm Dracula. Minus the gutsy bitey bite. Well, no, I do like to bitey bite. I do bitey bites. Okay, Happy Place voted. Yeah. Maddie's vote counted. Dawn's vote counted. You guys are wonderful. Who's in charge? Oh, there's 2 tied. There's 2 tied right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a tie going on. We need a tiebreaker between number 2 and number 4. Number 2 and number 4. Number 2 is Sunny Studio, and number 4 is Blue Knight Rubber Stamp. They are tied. Tied for the kick out. Yes, we're voting. Vote veto number 2 or veto number 4. Break the tie quickly. We're running out of time. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Yes. A poll is ongoing. Use veto. Norma says veto number 4. Oh, we're gonna get it. There's our 9 votes. Woohoo! 46 seconds left. 46 cents. Is it back to being tied? It is back to being tied. You guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious. Oh my goodness. What was number 3? The stencil. The Carabella stencil. Everybody loves a stencil. That's why they're not voting out a stencil. The stencil is only got 2 votes. Oh, somebody voted again. And so 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, we're getting down there. We're getting down to the wire. Adelaide voted number 4. And time's up. Time's up. Look at that. That's all right. That's all right, Anna. We'll get you next time. We'll get you in the voting spirit next time. So, you guys, veto number 4. That is where we sit with 5 votes. Veto number 3 was 2 votes, and veto number 2 was at 4 votes. Complete. You guys are awesome. So, veto number 4. Where's the thingy? Blue Knight. Sorry, my friend. We're going to say goodbye to you. Veto number 4. There we go. Veto was the most voted opinion of the poll of the votes. But we do love you, Blue Knight rubber stamps. We do. Just not today. Okay, let's do some shuffle spin for the materials we're going to use. Look it, it's blue. Wait, where is it? There it is. So we're gonna do a shuffle spin. And what shall we win? We must use ribbon. R-I-B-B-O-N. Ha ha ha. We're going to close it, not remove it. Shuffle, spin. Dude, there's your teal, Mr. J. Well, it's kind of a bluish, whatever. And white ink. Very interesting. W-H-I-T. Ink. White ink. What is white ink, you guys? That's that. And it could be splatter, but we might have to use it a little bit more today. Because usually I use it like splatter, but because it landed on the wheel, we might have to work with it a little bit to get it. I hope you guys saw that wheel before. Did you guys see that wheel? Yes. Okay. So when I put it down. Oh, well, that's nice to know. Sorry. Okay. So, first things first, we're going to look up our things for all of the companies that we pulled for. So I'm going to look for things for, this calls for Confetti, Sunny, Studio, and our Carabella stencil. We'll start with the stencil because it's right down here. And it's going to be under C, ABC, because I alphabetized my stencils, you guys. I'm so excited. Look at this. So I've got like 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got seven binders. 7 binders. But to be fair, 2 of the binders have like 2 things in them. One of the binders that has 2 things are stencils that I made. Because you can make stencils. Did you guys know that? You can make stencils on your cutting machines. You can make stencils using an X-Acto knife and all that fun stuff. Oh, Tracy showed an awesome technique with the white ink. Oh, I didn't see it. Nope, just, we did 2 for materials. We might up it. Next time, okay, so next time we'll do 3. Next time we'll do 3. And I'll put a note. They want more. Next time, spin 3. How's that? We'll do another spin next time. Okay, so A through H. A through H. You guys, look at. I went through. These are my 1900s. 1999. Done. Classics. These are how back in the day, you know, we had stencils. There was companies that were innovative back in the day. They had their layered stencils going on. That one, I think, is 3 layers. Yeah, 3 layers for that guy. It's a Bengal tiger. Isn't he pretty? But we need to go to C. Crafter Square. There's Brutus Monroe. Crafter. Craft Treat. Concord and Ninth. Crafter's Companion. Creative Vision. They're out of business. Uh-oh. Carabella, where's your stencil? Brass, Crafter Square, Craft Treat, Concord and Ninth, Crafters. Go Park, Fairy Hugs, Gina K, Honeybee, Heidi. Well, it looks like we have to hunt down a stencil that didn't quite make it to... Oh, wait, no. Some of these are in the app. There we go. I found it. I found it. So that's... Okay. These ones back here are in my app. That's what it is. And so I got to put all of these other ones in the app. But there's our stencil. Isn't it pretty? Oh, I love this stencil. Okay, so we have our stencil, and then this calls for confetti and Sunny Studio. Let's get our stencil thingy not completely put away because we got to put our stencil away. So Sunny Studio, and this calls for confetti. Sunny Studio. Apparently I do have something. We do. We have, I forgot we have this. This calls for confetti. We have this little guy with that little guy. Look at how cute those are. Trinity Stamps and Tracy Hay. We have the goods, you guys. We have the goods. So this calls for confetti, and then we have more. This calls for confetti in our paper. Brutus Monroe, Brutus, 49 in Market. This calls for confetti. And this calls for confetti. But we will probably not use the Christmas stuff. Now, if you're doing your wheel of brands and materials, okay, you can use more stuff. I use more stuff because sometimes it's just not quite enough. But what we're doing with the wheel is using stuff that we don't use all the time. Oh, I almost forgot. I need you to stamp some. Get your booty over here and stamp you own, girl. Stamp you own. Come here and stamp you own. Then you can stamp as many as you want. Abraham, hello, hello. And Deborah, hello. I hope you're feeling better. Okay, so we have a Christmassy paper. Although the Christmassy paper does have some universal, like the pink polka dots you can use anytime, the plaid you can use anytime. This one, it could be tire tracks in pink. I don't know, maybe Jana was driving around in her pink rig, leaving pink stuff. Rubber monkey? What? I just looked up on Reuben Monkey. I was lost this morning when someone translated it. Was that you? I don't know. It is a nice Christmas paper. I did quite a bit with it. And the ephemera pack is really cute too. Okay. So Sweden is my neighboring country. Okay, so yeah, I don't think we'll use the Christmas paper, so we're gonna throw the Christmas paper back in here. We might use some of this paper with our little dude, but it depends on what's going on with, because we got to use our stencil, we got to do that, and then we got to throw in some Sunny Lane, or Sunny Studio. Where did Sunny Lane come from? Sunny Studio. Sunny Studio. This is going to be a tough pair up, you guys. We have penguins. We have turkeys. Oh, I wanted to boost this up one more thing. I need to make this like a pride card for my son. I wanted to make him a card because he's my boy and we so proud of him. And it's Pride Month. This is Pride Month. Rainbows. Rainbows. Rainbows, rainbows. We could totally do the man, the myth, the legend for the sun, right? And it doesn't have to be, I don't know. We could do believe. That would be really cute too. And look, we have the dies for this. Believe in yourself even when nobody else does. But he doesn't have to worry about that because I believe in him all the time. We could do that with the penguin. If we do that with the penguin, right? Believe in yourself when nobody else does. We could stamp the penguin like all over and then do some stenciling in some rainbow colors. We have matching die. You see that? Matching die. So we can stamp and cut him a lot of times. Oh, Sunny Lane is freaking awesome. See, I don't know if I have Sunny Lane. I have Sunny Studio. Oh, Sunny Lane. Oh, yeah. That's got some good papers and stuff in it. And T gave an idea. Rainbow picket fence. Oh my gosh, that would be super cute. Where'd that fence go? Oh, look at that. We do the rainbow fence. We could do instead of the tree, no, what if we do a rainbow picket fence and rainbow leaves? What if the fence is in the blue section and the leaves are in the red-orange section? And then we'll go green into purple. Red, green into purple. Oh, red. T, you're a genius. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to get our happy penguin. And then, okay, we got our happy penguin, which we'll go get the die in a minute. We're going to have that, our happy penguin, like jumping for joy right there. I mean, look at him. Isn't he cute? And then this will be our sky. We're gonna do a removal technique, I think. And we'll just put this all over in the sky. I think that'll be pretty. And then we're going to do the believe in yourself even when no one else does, because that'll be cute. But we need to use a little bit more from this calls for confetti. So we're gonna figure this out here. They have some beautiful, I mean, look at that. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with those. I mean, ugh. I wish people wouldn't glue these dang things down. You know that? we're just gonna peel these apart really quick. I should have done it when I first got it, and I didn't. That's a beautiful green. We might use that as, not as a thingy, but just as like the outline. But look at, isn't that pretty? We could either do green or this nice brown. I'm not sure which. We'll figure something out though. We'll figure something out. Ooh, there's a nice gray too. A nice gray. And you can use this for stuff. You don't have to get rid of that. That might be fun. I'm not sure. We'll pick one of those to do our background. I'm trying to imagine our card a little bit, because we definitely need all the space. Rainbow everything? No. We can't rainbow everything. Not too shabby. And CSC, not glowing. Oh, Crafty Samco. Had to think of who the other one was. I just messaged her the other day. Yeah, Crafty Samco, not too shabby. They don't glue, and I appreciate it, because you see what the struggle bus was, right? And then we got to trim it, because there's glue stuck to the top, and we just can't have that. We just can't have that. That's what I'm thinking, Toby. It will be dull with the rainbow colors. The stencil would make a cool sun. Ooh, yes. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, happy sun. Rainbow picket fence. See, right? But there is a blue and teal pride flag. Okay. Then he has to be a Yeti. Ah. But but if he's a Yeti and not a penguin, we have the tree would just be too small for him. I don't know. What do you guys think? And we can give our guy a balloon, or the other guy, right? Because there's two guys. So we have our fancy area. We have either this guy or this guy. And then our sun, or this or the penguin who's hopping for joy. It will be dull with rainbow. And I think the dull in the back will maybe help. We'll find out closer to the end. Crafty Queen is full of rainbows. I don't have that one. Mommy Guide! Hello, hello! How are you? Aw, too much work. See, that's what I like. Like, the penguin is, like, jumping for joy. Like, that penguin is hopping, which we know is never going to happen. But, well, they do kind of, like, slide and hop off the cliffs, right? But, I mean, he's cute, right? He's adorbs. He's adorbs. Okay. Let's quit oogling that guy. And we need our card base, and we're gonna do, come here, card base. Yeah, we're gonna do the book fold this way, so that's our card base. And then we need to do some stamping and stenciling and all the things. So we're gonna rainbow this. thinking. We're definitely gonna alcohol marker. And then we're gonna have to do this and that. Trying to think how we're going to get the color, because I also don't want my background just white, right? We're gonna have some bold stuff. I'm debating if I want to stamp and fussy cut this out and then plop it on, and I'm feeling like that might be our best bet, is to stamp, color, fussy cut, and then put it on to our background, which is gonna have this as our sun. Yeah, because I don't want just a plain Jane white background. And for this, we're gonna get two kinds of paper. We're gonna get the Crafty Critta paper for the stamping, for the blending. We're gonna get Crafty Critta for blending. Okay, I'm gonna put that with that. And then we're gonna do some Simon Hurley. We're gonna do our tree on the Simon Hurley. This is the Sunny Studios. Sunny Studio. Let me get the name of that stamp set. Which is Fall Scenes. Fall Scenes. You have your stabby stab fence and you have your picket fence, and this one has the little haunted house up there, which is really cute. But yeah, and then we have some loose leaves if we need to throw some rainbow leaves somewhere. But yeah, okay, so Simon for stamping and fussy cutting. It's not big enough. It should be all right though. It's not like we need the whole fence. So we're gonna do this and then fussy cut it, and then we've got a die cut for that guy. We might do two and put one on the inside, and then we're gonna ink blend this one. Okay. So for our background, we're gonna do a sun. We're gonna do sun colors for this one, and then pull it down into some blues. What? Okay, I guess the rain's out of Africa. Penguins can be anywhere. Penguins can, in my thing. But just coming from Lynn's live stream, I still have the Easy Wonder Die jingle running through my head. Aw. Okay. I missed some comment somewhere. You guys are just chatty today. This is my little chatty McChattersons. We're gonna come in with our stamp wheel. Stamp wheel, stamp wheel. We have cool air and hot air. The tape I put on my thing is not staying. Okay. We're gonna plop this down right there, and then that's gonna be our sun, because you guys are fabulous, and our sun needs some color. Yes, I don't know, just chill with me. My brain just took a little hiatus. I gotta get my orange brushes. Orange. We're gonna go with Roar. a little bit of roar. Look at that. The first brush I picked up is a little bit of roar. And we're gonna put a little bit of this roar in here in the center of our sun. And we're gonna make that extra dark. And then we're gonna fan it out just a little bit. Stencil, bad stencil, bad stencil. Okay, and then we're gonna clean the stencil off because I don't want it mixing in my yellows. So we clean our stencil off. We'll make sure it's nice and dry so we can put it back because we gotta do some yellow. Gotta do some yellow, mellow yellow. Okay, and then we're gonna peel this. We're gonna wipe that. We're gonna move this down and be a little bit smarter about our planning here. And we're gonna try and see if we can figure out how this was. I up and moved this thing. Not intentionally though. I needed to go back. Please hold while I figure this out. I feel like that's that right there. Maybe it's this way. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Ha ha ha, we found it. We got it, we got it. Did she run out of shooting? No, I did not run out of shooting star, you guys. You gotta give me a minute. I gotta get the one color down first. Here's your shooting star, you guys. But we're gonna get to the other one. We're gonna get this one. We're gonna get Stella, because it's gonna let the ink come out a lot quicker. And look, shooting star also has its own brush. You guys, they all have their own brushes though. They all, okay, and then we're gonna tap into the foam, okay, because we don't want to rip up the foam. And I'm gonna hold my stencil this time so it doesn't go shooting off. And then I'm just gonna, and I'm gonna come right out into there. I probably shouldn't have done that much yellow. It's gonna be a yellow sky. I can't put blue over that now. It'll be green. That's all right. We're gonna get some orange and we'll throw some orange in there. See, somebody cleaned their mat. Look it! Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh, I like it. Oh, I still got to use the white. And what else were we using that was off the thingy? Ribbon. We got to get some ribbon in here too. Okay, so we're going to go with a lighter orange. And we'll pull that down. OMG, you guys, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. You guys, I did it wrong. our scene has to go like this because we have our tree. And we can't have our sun with our tree. Okay, well the backside's clean. We do it again. We do it again. We know what we're doing now. And this time we're not gonna get too much of that. Yeah, we're gonna do our inking a little bit different. So we're gonna set that. I can't believe you guys let me do that. What is wrong with you all? It's all your fault. Yep, so we're gonna do this. That's gotta go there. Where'd that stencil go? No, I chucked it over there. There's a little yellow spot there, that's fine. Let's clean it off because we're gonna start with the orange. Orange cheese. Orange cheese. Aren't you glad you guys hung around for this? Okay. That's gonna go there, but we're gonna cut and do that. So then, how far down do we want that? We don't mind. This little guy, he's gonna be hopping right there. He's gonna be almost touching the sun. Let's scoot it up. We do want him reaching for that sun, but maybe not burn his little flippers. So we're gonna do that. We got it. We got it. And then we're gonna do orange and then yellow. And then some green. Because we need some grass, right? We need some grass. I'm gonna do okay. I think I have a stencil. You guys are not grass. Where is stencil? Did I do a stencil with grass? No, I did not. Ooh, I have a die that makes grass though. We might do that. We might put some grass on another paper. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, so let's go with our roar again because that is such a pretty color. Oh look, there it is. Okay. So we're gonna get that roar in here. And we want it nice and dark in this area right here. Look at that. And then we're gonna try not to stick our fingers in the colors and then have a muckery of a mess. We're gonna fan that out just a little bit and then we're gonna get the rest in the yellow. Okay, and then wipe that clean. We're not moving it this time. Okay, and then we'll get our yellow. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. And we're just gonna go down the rest of the way with the yellow because we're gonna put our little bits of grass in here. I gotta get my favorite things little piece and cut some grass. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. I'm glad we messed up and had to redo it. I'm not sure what's going on with this paper though. It's got this like weird thing. Maybe it's just because of the backside. I don't know. But we got it. We got it. Okay, so there's that. there's that. Okay, and then peel this up, set that aside. Ugh. And then we got to do ribbon, which I think we can do. I've got lots of ribbon in all sorts of colors. We could do like ribbon in the banner, or ribbon. Ribbon. I don't know. Yes, re-inkers. I do like the re-inkers. And at least, you know, the re-inkers will be around for a while because they're the new colors, right? Okay. So we have that. We need to stamp our tree so that we can color it, and we need to stamp our penguin. Okay, so we need to do some stamping of those guys, which means we can stamp with this since it's already out. And we're gonna get most of the tree on here. Yeah, okay, so there's that. We'll grab our lid, make sure that dot's at the top so I don't forget what I'm doing. Bye, Messi! Yellow overload. Thank you. Appreciate it, my friends. Use the color wheel I parked in Elizabeth's files. Yes. T has a lovely color wheel for the Simon Hurley inks. Very thoughtful and gloriously put. Norma. I don't know. Pam, we will see. It will probably be. We'll catch the replay, have to go and be somewhat organized. Poor thing. Okay, so we're going to pick those up, and we're going to stamp them in our new, oops, you're not new, please. There we go. Black Widow, because we're going to alcohol marker these. And, oops, I still got to figure out what to do with the white ink. The white ink, you guys. We got to get some white ink in here. Maybe we'll use it to paint his belly, so he's extra white. Because I don't want splatter. Ooh, you know what? I know. I have an idea. Sometimes I have an idea. But I'm just going to stamp him just in case my idea blows up. Okay, so we're going to do this. Look at that. I do need to stamp that a little bit more. The tree, everything else turned out great. Ugh, look at that. Look at that. I should have stamped the rest of the fence twice, but it's all right. There we go. Look at that. We might have to draw some eyeballs in there. In our little tree hole. Okay, so we're going to alcohol marker that. But what I just thought of, you guys, let us see if that works. That's too big. I don't need a ginormous piece of black. I just need a piece of black. Okay, we got a little piece of black. We're gonna see. I don't know if it'll work, but we're gonna try. Oops. We're gonna get our little dude. Pick up our little dude. Okay, and then we're gonna get our little roller. We're gonna get our little roller derby. Again, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're trying something different. And if it doesn't, I have another idea. It might dry too fast. It might dry too fast. It almost worked. It almost worked. But yeah, that dried hecka fast. Okay, we're gonna scrap that, but that almost worked. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean our stamp. Okay, we're gonna clean our stamp. Okay. And then we're gonna emboss our little stamp. We're gonna get some the Versa mark. Yeah, I need more of the metal plates, but that's a craft supply, so it's gonna have to wait till I move. I need more metal plates. I'm out of metal plates. So we got the little guy there. And I forgot to put our anti-stick powder. Hopefully it doesn't do too bad. Our AC is blowing everything everywhere. How rude, sir. AC, stop your badness. I have a couple of the thingies and it's blowing them around, so I can't put them where they're supposed to go. We're gonna block the AC. It's not working though. It's not working. Okay. Ugh, got powder everywhere. Ah, I swear, embossing powder. I love you, but then sometimes, you guys, look. My embossing glaze, I use it. I actually use this so much. It's actually getting used. I may actually have to buy more. All of my other embossing powders I've had for eons. I've even thrown some out because they were just yucky. But no, not this. Not this. You can shut off now. We're done with you, heathen. Okay, so then we're gonna grab an old paintbrush. An old paintbrush we don't worry about too much. And then make sure this is closed. Stop. Stop. Oh, it's the wrong one. I can't yell at that one to stop. Alarms! Alarms! It's 8 o'clock already. Don't worry. We'll eventually get there. So we're going to do a little drop of that because we can always get more. It's going to dry kind of quick. We're going to get our brush damp. Oh, look, there's yellow in it. Well, it's a good thing I did that. We don't want yellow white. We want white white. Okay. And then we're going to pick it up. And we should have picked a better paintbrush. Focus. Focusing our attention on the penguin. You guys are on your own. But I will say that, holy moly, that is white. Look at how white that is. And I'm painting it on kind of thick too. And it's interesting, it's kind of resisting, the embossing powder is resisting it. I accidentally got it on and it just kind of pushed it off. It's kind of cool. It's almost like an enamel. It's kind of interesting. But this is definitely a new way of using white for me. I don't think I've ever painted with it before. But look at that. Look at that. I'm going to paint his toes and his beak. And then see if we can alcohol marker over the top of it. It just filled that in like a little bit like an enamel. It's so crazy. Look at that. So now you guys can stamp your penguins on black and paint their little appendages and things white. Okay, well that makes me happy. That makes me really happy. Look at how adorbs that is. Even if we left it white, like totally black and white, I think he's adorable. I don't know if we'll be able to color over the top of it, but we would do it. Yeah, Abraham, yes, but we had to use this. We had to use our white ink. That was a parameter. And the only way to get white ink is, well, so yeah. But yes, you can, if you guys, parameter doesn't say to use the white ink, by all means, stamp him in white. And then use black ink to fill his black bits. But all I had to do was that. So there's that. Okay, we're streaking. And not the good kind of streaking. Okay. We'll clean that up later. That'll still be easy to clean. Okay, so we got our little dude. We need to color our rainbow tree. Our rainbow tree with a little owl. These are waterproof, so I need my other ones. That's a big, nope, that'll be fine. So we're gonna put an eyeball and an eyeball. I hope I don't mess this up. And then a little ear, another ear, and a beak. we put a hooter in there. Let me connect his beak. Probably you should have used a smaller pin, but we did what we did. Okay, so let's color our owl. There's a little owl in there. I know you guys are like, it doesn't really look like an owl, but it's an owl. It's an owl. Bye, Miss Bitty Penny. Thanks for popping in today. Okay, and then we need a little orange for his beak. I know owls don't have orange beaks, but we need to accentuate the fact, and it's just a teeny drop. But we need to save the orange, because we need that. And then we need a yellow. Well, that's a nice yellow. And then we need a nice red. A nice red. Ooh, that's a nice red. Roy. We need a nice green. G. And a blue. See, that's one thing I'm short on is good blues. Oh, that's a nice blue. Indigo and violet. Are you an indigo? You might be too dark. You actually might work. And then I need like a blue purple. That one. We're just gonna do a darker blue. Okay, we got our rainbow colors. What a hoot! I know, right? Okay, and then we're gonna do the leaves in a red, orange, yellow. And then the tree, I don't want the tree to take away from everything, so we're gonna do one of those light colored trees. Like a birch tree, and I know that this is not a birch tree. It's our tree and we can do whatever we want with it. Okay, so we're gonna color it light because I want to make sure that my my bright colors stand out. And you see this, I'm coloring right over the Simon & Hurley's Stellar ink with the alcohol, and it's not moving. It's not moving. It's not making my tan color brown or gray or muddy. That's Stellar ink. It is a water base, so it will move with water, not with alcohol. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't be doing this tree with a water-based brush, right? Wouldn't be using any water with this. That's when we get our VersaFine Clear. And look how crisp those lines are. They're not fuzzy. They're not fuzzy lines. Memento. You might be headed out the door. via the recycle bin. But I might actually do a project, because I have re-inker left for a memento, so we might do a project to use it all up. So I'm laying down the light color first. We're just gonna fill it in, and then we're gonna go and add some darker bits. And then I do want one shade darker, I think, to go around the whole. There we go. And then we're going to use our mid one, and we're just going to drop some shadowy bits by our leaves. Oops. So I'm just doing a little bit of brown where the leaves are, where the leaf connects to the tree, just not going crazy, you guys, okay? And then we'll pick some areas, not a whole bunch, just to follow the lines. And we don't have to be perfect with it. It's a tree. Trees are not perfect. Okay, and then we're just gonna come in and add some texture. We're just gonna let the pen do whatever it wants, right? And then we'll do a little bit of shady under there. Okay, and then we're gonna go back in and soften those lines, because I don't want hard lines. Get those blurred out a little bit. Just pile up that ink. Makes them blend so nice. Okay, so there's our tree. No, so she's referring to the ink. This works really good with the alcohol markers. So yeah, you get a nice crisp line with this. Whereas my memento, I don't know if it was the pad, that it's ancient. I mean, I've had it for eons, but I would stamp with my memento pad, even though there's nothing on it, but it leaves these weird fuzz, you know, and it's the same stamps that I use all the time, and it's just weird. So, but yeah. Okay, so now we need our red, orange, yellow. So we're gonna do a couple red, orange, yellow, red, orange, yellow, red, I don't know, orange, yellow, red, I think I messed up. Red, orange, yellow, red, orange, yellow, red, orange, yellow. Yeah, there's gonna be two yellow there. That's all right. Red, orange, yellow. Do red, orange, yellow. Red, orange, yellow, red, orange, yellow, red, orange, yellow, red, orange, yellow, red, We got our red in there, and then we're gonna do orange. Yellow, red, orange. Yellow, oops, red, orange, yellow, red, orange, yellow. I think I mucked up there. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing. I did something wrong somewhere. There's our yellow. Red, orange, yellow. We'll do that. See, I did something wrong. Red, orange, yellow. Red, orange, yellow. Red, orange, yellow. That one should be in red. Red, orange, yellow. Red, orange, yellow. And then that one should have been red, orange, yellow. But we'll do it this way. It'll be fine. Red. Orange. Yellow, red, orange, I don't know what color to color that one. I'll color that one something. I don't know. Red. I'll color that one last. We might just make it yellow for all of our yellow friends. An extra yellow. Orange. There we go. And it's not really extra. We just mucked up. There's our red, orange, yellow tree. Oh yeah, right? Like yellow really pulls the black, but it does not pull here. Look at clean, crisp, yellow leaves with our Simon Hurley ink. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna do our fence. We're gonna need another shade of green for our grass. That might be too dark, or not dark enough. I'm not sure. There. I'm gonna start with our grass. And then I'll be doing some fussy cutting. So we're just going to straighten this out a little bit. Grassy grooves. Oh yeah, and we need our ribbon. I gotta go into the ribbon bin and figure out how to get some ribbon into this. But we'll get it. We'll get it. I know. What? You... Then you have a really good ink that you're using, but yeah, I've had yellow pull the black out of Memento too, even though it's, you know, it's supposed to be really good. But sometimes the yellows are naughty yellows. But yes, my crafty lies, they get me in trouble all the time. Whatever. Okay, there's our green. I don't know how much of this I need, so I'm just gonna... Okay. Check that out. Our grass is done. Okay, and then our picket fence. We have 4 colors. 3... There's probably a picket there. So green, blue, blue, purple, green, blue, blue, purple, green, blue, blue, purple, green, blue, blue, purple, green, or green, green, blue, blue. I think we're gonna do alternating because we can do. Green, the lighter blue, the darker blue, and then purple would be behind the tree. Yes, we're not hopping to the purple, so the purple is behind the tree, and then we're gonna do the next green one. Light blue, dark blue, and then this one will be purple. Kind of a dark purple, but it's all right. It's all right. Because red, orange, yellow, and then into there. So yes, this is what we're doing. Did I just upset? Oh my goodness. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yes, the red, yellow, orange is in the leaves. Okay, put our caps back on. Cap it! tree has nothing to do with the fence. It does in my picture. Up and then down. Oops. Not that way. Down, up, you dork. You don't like the fence? It's too dark. Yeah, it did turn out kind of dark. Well, that messed up. Okay, I don't like this fence. I don't like this. Because then those two are in the same spot. Those two are going to be in the same spot too. Oops. That was dumb. That was supposed to be yellow. I don't like it. I don't like it. My pattern is stupid. But thanks to CR, I do have a farting unicorn stamp. I know. Yeah, well, I needed to fit the yellow and the orange, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. It's fugly. It's a woven fence. I know, but I don't like it. I did all this work and I don't like it. You guys do that too, right? You do the things and you're like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't even know. Well, on the plus side, where's... Can I get that back? I don't even know where it landed. It landed right over here. Okay, let's try this again. Elizabeth is not happy. Elizabeth is redoing, which means we can redo the redo. It's not bright enough. I tell you, I have problems with these stupid blues. That might work. See, they're just dark. All of my blues are like dark. I don't have bright blues. That's teal. I need to set you over there before I knock you over. Okay, we're gonna go with that blue. That blue, not that blue. Not that one. We're gonna do that one and that one. Our blue, indigo, and then the purple. We definitely need a lighter purple. But I don't know if I have a lighter purple. That is not it. That's lavender. That might have to be because I don't have a lot of purples either. That is not it. And I think this one's going to be super dark. Yeah, that one's like super duper dark. Okay, so we're going to do that purple. We're going to stick with the orange and the red and the yellow, and we're going to lighten up our green. We picked a different rainbow. Let's make sure it looks good together. Roy. G. Oh, we're still on the Roy. Don't mind me. And then the G. And then the blue, which is going to be a lighter blue. And then the indigo, which is just going to be a darker blue. And then our purple, which is going to be not the right purple. I like it. That's better. Yeah, these, I don't have a lot to choose from on these. So that's what you get. That's as light as it's going to go. That's as light as it's going to go. Okay, and then we have our tree. And then we're going to get our paper. And we're gonna do the leaves different too. I think I'm gonna do the leaves in green. So we need to find some green for our leaves. Nope. Not that one. God, no. That one almost looks like that one, so no. Oh, you're an 8. You go on that side. I think our leaves will be that one. Our leaves will be that one, and then our grass will be that one. Leaves and grass. leaves and grass. And then fence. Well, that almost looks like that one. Ah! What is this one? Okay, grass. We'll do grass at that one. That'll be our grass. Wait, which one am I giving up now? This one. Right? That's that. And then that. Yes. And then... yeah. Okay. Yeah. We just had to figure that out. Wait, which one is this one? Yep. Okay. Grass should be light green. If you feeding it, it will be dark green. Your grass should be luxuriously dark green. In my world, the grass is well fed. Because I think the nice dark grass is gonna really help the colors pop. And that's my color choice. Because we're also going to have that separation. I'm not going to color the bottom one. I got to figure out how to color this too, because I don't like this. I think we'll do all the pickets. And then we're going to do like red, orange. Yeah. So I'll have to pencil that out, I think. We're going to do a little bit better. Here's a white piece of paper. What is it? I don't know what this paper is. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't know whose paper that is. I'm going to set that on there. No, somebody didn't clean their stamp. Don't mind me. I don't want to. That's what I'm saying. Then leave white, add a little shading. Fine. I will not color the crossy posties. Goodness gracious. But I gotta flip this over because I dropped that stamp on it. We're starting over. Because we can. We can do whatever we want. And I don't like that one. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're just gonna do the pickets. And then... the grumpy mumpies out there want different colored grass. Let me see what color grass this is. And yes, I just called you grumpy mumpies. There's our grass. I will do your grass with that. Okay? We're going to get rid of that. But we're going to do our leaves with this one. Okay, so we're gonna do our grass is that one, our leaves is this one. Nope, is that the leaves? Yes, that's the leaves. Leaves are gonna be dark. I need some dark in here. It can't all be super bright. I will bleh. Abraham, you count them. No. Well, I'm gonna just kind of like pencil poke and see what we're gonna do. We're gonna pencil poke. Okay, so we're gonna ink up. Ink it, ink it. Probably have to stamp it twice. We had to last time, and it's fine. Okay, and then point at the top. Squish, smish, press. And then one more time. So it's nice and rich and black. The new Stella Black Widow. Okay, got you. Okay, we're gonna take this out because we've already stained our stamp wheel enough. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start with the fence because if I don't like the fence and we have to start over, then I don't have to worry about coloring all of the thing, right? Red, red, orange, orange, yellow, yellow, green, green, blue, blue, indigo, indigo, purple, purple, red, red. Okay. No. So if we do red, 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 orange, 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 yellow, 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 green, 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 blue, 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 and then no. Well, one or two of these is going to be cut off, so it might, yeah, we'll do two of each. Ugh, we'll do two of each and see how it goes. Oh, I just said two. I'm like putting the pin away. Red. Orange. And then there's an orange picket behind the tree. And then we go into yellow. And then, is this the green for the picket fence? Yes. Green, and then we need the light blue. Two! You need two, Elizabeth. And then the dark blue. And then our two purples. And then we're going to start it over with the red. And then our pickets. Our pickets. Too dark. We're not coloring the pickets. They need some shadow. This is going to be a very long card. I have lost you. Wait, what? No, no. Watch, you'll see. It's going to look great. You should have the power. But yeah, we don't want to put him in timeout. Not really. Okay. Oops. A little heavy-handed there. Okay, there's the picket fence. It's very subtle, and I'm okay with that, you guys. Okay. Now these were my leaves. And we're gonna do this one. Really? Stop. Leave 45. I gotta play my game, you guys. Oh, yeah, I gotta... Which is great, because I'll get a smaller pen to draw the hooter back in. So he's not so crazy looking. We're doing two-tone leaves. Because, well, we've already started over. We might as well just go crazy, right? We're gonna do the trunk and stuff just same though. Oops. And then I gotta fussy cut this out, you guys. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me during this extremely long live where I mess up and start over because, well, we can. And I did. So there. Because I did not love the picket fence. I like it better now. I'm happier. It's simpler. But that happens. That happens. And sometimes you just can't fix it. There was no putting embellishments on that. It was just no embellishments on that. It was a hot mess. Sometimes this happens though. Sometimes I make something, I'm like, oh gosh, no. And then the second time around is better. So there's that. And this is definitely looking better. And not so fall, right? Because it's summertime. Summertime! June. Pride month is like really hot. I mean, it's hot here today, and here I was making like a fall card. But we got it taken care of. Look at that. Look at our little trees. Thank you, Brianna. I always look at your name and I'm like, sound it out, girl, because you don't want to butcher it too much. Okay, so there's that, and then we're gonna erase our pencil markings. Wait, I know where I put that eraser. I'll put that eraser over there. Okay, we erased our letters. Okay, now we're gonna go in with our grass, which we picked a different grass color because my peeps wanted light colored grass. Is this the grass? I think it's the grass. I think this one's too dark. Yeah, that is that. So that is our grass. Grass is looking good. Nice and healthy grass. I know. I just got quiet, you guys, because, well, I'm trying to focus. Gonna go over this a few times right there under the tree. Okay, there's our gray. There's that, and then we need our browns that were for the tree. Oh, that's nice. Do 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 do. It's a nice light tree. Kind of like one of those birch trees. But we know it's not a birch, but we can color our trees any colors that we want. Now that's a nice, yeah. Okay, fine. I like a darker grass. I don't mind dark grass, but I put my dark leaves, so I got what I wanted. Still, I added the dark. I still got to add the dark. Added it to my leaves. It makes me happy. It makes me happy I have the dark in there. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with and just like before, we're just gonna pull some of that brown right by the leaves, and then we can follow a couple areas. These images are so small, so it's easy just to fill in. Over that with our light just to kind of blend it a little bit. No harsh lines. This is not blending as nicely as the other paper because I don't know what paper this was. You know, I didn't even check to see if it was a good size. Yes, it's all right. Okay. So there's our tree. Our tree is looking spiffy. We need to put our owl back in there, but we're gonna get a smaller pen this time. We're not gonna draw with the ginormous one. Okay, so let's see how this line looks. Almost looks like a cat. That's a little better. That's a little big, so we need our smaller pen. So we need a smaller pen. Okay, here we go. Here we go. My arm. I thought about that too, but maybe not all the comments, but just pick random ones. Would be a good idea in small chats like this, but imagine in Tim Holtz. Oh, right. Don't wish. Read out comments. Oh, sometimes get a partner in crime just to be on the phone and be like, oh, this person says, right? Cow, right? Okay, we're gonna make it like it's speaking. So we're gonna put his eyeballs kind of crooked, because why not? And then we did fuzzy, and then straight, and then fuzzy. There we go. You look so much better in this one because we used a smaller pen. Sometimes we're smart and not so smart. I'm gonna color the inside of the tree hole a lighter brown this time. That way they're my, yeah, we're gonna do the tree hole a little bit lighter so that we can go dark with our owl. But we're gonna really fill it in. Nice and inky. So it's darker than the ring. There we go. That's all one color. We just layered up that. And then our owl, I don't know where our owl color went, but this is what we're gonna use. Okay, time to fussy cut. Time to fussy cut. You know what? I've already taken all this time. I might as well do epic, right? My son deserves epic. Please hold though. No, this, that. Wait, what am I doing? Why is that going the wrong way? Let's try this again. I don't like to throw my stabby stabs away without like taping them up. That way there, if I have to rummage through the garbage, I'm not going to get stabby stabbed. So yeah, that's how I throw my knifey bits away. But I got to go grab a knifey bit. Tie a yellow ribbon around the tree. Thanks. Why is that? I need that like that. All right. Da 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 da. New knife. New knife. Well, that's nice. I'm still leaving a little bit of a halo. It's not going to be a perfect halo. Mine never really are, but you want to leave your paper intact when you have to do a lot of teeny things on the inside. Then when we get all of these cut out, then we can go in with the scissors and get the other bits. And a nice sharp knife is much safer than a dull one, and it's gonna do much cleaner cuts. That's why they're like a dime a dozen. I mean, you just buy them and replace them. If the tip breaks, just get another one. You'll be much happier. See that? Look at that. We got some nice little cutty cuts. I think I like them as I like pink. It does not like me. But the pink one was free. Oh, the magic mat. I have a red magic mat from Christmas. Have not used. Go. Look at our trees looking fabulous. Fabulous. Yeah, it's the Ryobi color. I love it. That lemony neon greeny yellow color. It's not my favoriteest neon-y green, but it is a nice one. And I have quite a few Ryobi tools because, well, they work really good, and they're the best color ever. One of the best colors ever. Ryobi is in green, and we like it. We like it for that and for its good quality. But yeah, these, and I like, because this is in a triangular form, and then you just lock it, and when you break it in two, that's what releases the thing, and then you just pop a new one in and then lock it. It's very easy to use. Because some of the twist ones, I've had it where the twist just stops working. I don't know if this will do that, but also the twist ones, your hands are up here trying to hold everything while you're twisting. It's not exactly the safest thing, but you know, this one's kind of innovative. I don't know if anybody else does them like that. Question is, do I go in and do the picket fence or just the tree? Just the tree. You're like, I'm tired of watching you, Elizabeth. Just the tree. We'll do that. Oops, that one was way too close. This was that one and that one. That's right. Oop, got this one. All right. And we have our tree. We have our tree and our penguin. Where's our penguin? I found our penguin, which we were gonna try and go over the white with a little bit of orange. Oh my gosh. You guys, tell me that's not the cutest. We're gonna fussy cut him out too. The halo for him would be too big. We're just gonna cut this super close. And then we gotta get our little yellow ribbon for our tree. This is actually really hard to see. Almost forgot about the penguin, didn't you guys? Our happy little penguin. It is really, whew. Here's our little penguin. Look at him. Isn't he adorbs? Okay, so penguin, tree, rest of the car. Oh, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at it. Isn't he cute? Oh my goodness. Okay, and then we gotta put this away because we don't want to stab ourselves. Yeah. Okay, that is flippin' fabulous. We can even put him behind a fence like he's waving. Oh my goodness. Oh, look it. I don't know if I want him on a wobbler now because he looks so cute. He looks cute behind a picket fence. I don't know. I don't know. He looks super cute. We can put him in front of the fence. If we put him on front of the fence on a wobbler, we could totally put our sentiment in there. Which I've lost our sentiment. Everybody wants the card. It's for my son, you guys. It's got to be the believe in yourself. I don't know. I don't know if I want to mess it up with a sentiment, though. Oh, I don't know. We could put it up there, or we could put it on the inside, because nowhere in my wheel of brands and names does it say everything has to be on the outside. It could go on the inside. Oh, that would be cute, little musical notes, because this guy would be humming along, just humming along. And my son loves music too, so he's like me. We use a lot of Spotify hours, a lot of Spotify hours between the two of us. It's insane. But so we can either put the sentiment there, or the sentiment on the inside, and then we're gonna need, because this calls for confetti, we need something else from them too, because we didn't use a ton. I don't know. This calls for confetti. I did pull out the paper, but I would have to trim this down in order to use the paper, which will be fine, because having that, did I not leave those pages out? I probably didn't. If we trim it just a hair, I don't like that color with it. Is that the gray? That's not the gray, is it? We could bring brown back in because we have our tree and stuff. I think that was the gray. I'm not happy with that gray. Yeah, no. I don't like that either. I don't like it. I need some more stuff from This Calls for Confetti. Otherwise, we can't do that. Don't like that either. Did we try the brown? Not that grayish color. I don't like that. Okay. So, This Calls for Confetti. I don't know. We gotta get, I mean, the sentiment could be fine because that is This Calls for Confetti. Yeah, we're just gonna have to live with the sentiment from This Calls for Confetti. Let me see. Ribbon. Elemental pinks, black, orange, silver, reds, Valentine's greens, blues, purples and pinks. I don't know where yellow is. Is yellow in this one? No, that is, there's no yellow in that one. Where's the yellow at? There's no yellows in that one either. And whites. Maybe it's in the pinks and the purples. Yep, it's in with the pinks and the purples. Okay, yellow ribbon. Yellow ribbon. Get out of the way. We're going to whack you. Yellow ribbon for our tree. Look at, we have some pretty ribbon here. This one. It's nice and light. Ooh, this one. Yellow ribbon, maybe. Let's see what those ones do. They capture our attention. Nope. Okay. I kind of like this. T says, try the Christmas pad. Okay. Oh, no. No. Come on now. We can do this. Oh, that's cute. Get out of there. Oh, our little bow. That would be fabulous. Okay, so we're going to cut these tails. Okay, so there's our little bow for the tree, which is fabulous. We still haven't decided on that, but if we put him on a woobler, woobly wooblies, because he's a happy guy. Happy. Not one of those, though. I still need to use those and get those out of there. So he would be in front of there with our sentiment there, maybe. Or like I said, maybe our sentiment on the inside. And then we're going to grab that Christmas paper. It's right there. Sometimes I'm dumb. There's that's kind of nice, isn't it? Little gray. I don't know what you guys think about that one. There's that one. I don't know how I feel about the red, though. Where's the pink polka dot? I don't think I'm going to like the pink polka dot. That's too yuckies. And then I like the gray. I'm sorry. I like the gray. I like having that little square bits around there. Come in, look closer. Look at how that nice little detail, even though it's just white, it kind of, I like the sentiment in yellow. Yes, okay. Please hold. I gotta go back up because we're got recommendations. The wood print was cute, but it brought out the tree. Christmas pad. There's a subtle gray. Adelaide, a friend, just had a birthday. She loves penguins. Penguins are great. Put the sentiment on the inside. Okay, and then try the Christmas pad. There's a subtle gray. T says the wood print was cute. Okay, yep. Now you got me singing in the background. Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Yeah, I'm not doing a swing. No. Mommy Guide said she actually liked the green in the yellow. Wait, what? That was, in yellow. Oh, okay, the sentiment in the yellow. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking stamping it in yellow, and I'm like, that's not going to stamp out very good. Looks really cute. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do that. So we've got our ribbon. We've got our white ink acrylic ink, well, our white ink. You know, we did something unique instead of just doing splatters. We got our Carabella stencil, and we have Sunny Studio. We have all the things, and 2 things from This Calls for Confetti. I have gray confetti from This Calls for Confetti, but I don't think I have any other color of confetti from This Calls for Confetti. But we need to do some trimming so we can get this to fit into our A2 size card, which we did pull out a base for. Anybody know what we did with our base? I'll probably have to pull out another one. I wonder, got more paper. That's not a card base though. Okay, we lost our card base. That's all right. I'll find it when I clean up. So we got our card base. So we need to trim this down. We're going to cover the whole front. So A2 size. That's my jam. Let's get this penguin out of here before I stamp something I'm not supposed to stamp. Okay. You don't get penguins. You don't get their cuteness. You don't understand the penguin. 4 1/4. 5 1/2. That was not 5 1/2. Let's find the 5 1/2 there. Okay, and then we're gonna glue that down, and then we're gonna take a 1/4. We're gonna start by taking a 1/4 inch off of this guy, and we're just gonna take a little bit off of all the sides until we get it down to the size that we need. So we're gonna do 5 1/4 by 4. I probably should not have cut that off, but it is what it is. Okay. Oh yeah, and that gives us enough tick marks there. I like that. And then we're gonna leave, really? We're gonna leave the tree intact. Okay, so it's gonna go off the edge. I think it's just gonna be nicer, and then I don't have to worry about it, right? So we're gonna do that. No trimming of the tree. No pruning. No tree prunings today. And then we're gonna save these bigger pieces. We're gonna put those back in our scraps bin for This Calls for Confetti, because we have a bin for that. And then we're gonna glue this down. Oh my gosh, there's a series on Netflix called Atypical, about a young man on a spectrum obsessed with penguins. How fun is that? Oh, that's nice. And I like how we did from the orange, and then we still brought in a little bit of orange. I think it looks great. Okay, and then we're gonna fill up the whole card front with this. Whole card front. Stamp before you glue. Well, let's get it stamped before we do anything else, because duh. No, we're going to use Misty. We're going to use the door, because Misty, I feel, does better with sentiments, in case we have to re-stamp. Alright, it's alright. It's alright. So that's going to go there. We're going to set our tree in here. He's going to come. We're going to put him there, right? And then our sentiment is going to be here, just below, right? And then our penguin, he's going to be hopping and a bopping, singing a song, Da-na-na-na-na-na. We all know that one somewhere. I think it's crooked, but just a teeny bit. I don't know. It might be crooked. My stamping, it's either straight or crooked, and most of the time it's crooked. But we're gonna get our VersaFine Clear because I don't know. It's a different ink. I don't want my inks to interact with each other. So since this is Simon Hurley ink, I don't know. I'm a little leery about that. I just don't want them to ink together. So we're gonna put this on the top, and we're tapping so gently because we don't want to up. Look at that. Now don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Get that heat tool out. Heat that sucker up. Out of your pad though, because we don't want to muck that up. Rockin' Robin, right? I don't know. Let's cross our fingers it's dry, you guys. And then we're gonna do our little tree. And I'm gonna tell my son that the subbies and I made him a card because you guys were a lot of help. So we're going to tell my son that his pride card is from all of the subbies that was helping out today. Because you guys rocked it. It was your idea to do our picket fence this way. To do that way. To stamp that way. Yeah. Okay, so that's there. Then we're going to get our penguin that we made on black paper using our white alcohol marker. I wish I'd have done this on the black hole paper because he would have been like a velvety black. Next time though. Next time we're going to remember to stamp our penguins on the black hole paper because yes, I know, right? God, yeah, that's right. I'm like, I better make sure that's right side up. It's a little late now, but whatever. So, for me, when I do these, I put the plasticky piece on the piece that's wobbling around, just so nobody sees that big old white piece. My owl, right? He's so cute. He's just like, woo. What's going on? We're celebrating. That's what's going on, little owl. Come celebrate with us. Sometimes our doodles do good. Okay. And then we're gonna tip him a little bit because he's a happy go guy. Just like my son. Happy little dude. Just singing and there he is. Our 2-hour card. It happens, you guys. But look at how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. We used our Simon Hurley inks in the background. That's Roar, and that is, I don't know, you guys. What yellow is that now? You guys, what yellow did we use? That would be Shooting Star, my friends, because everybody wanted Shooting Star in our sky. But yeah, it's nice. And then we just used our rainbow markers, and we did 2 shades of green, and yeah. It's a good thing we have crafty friends to help us change things up. And I think it's way better Oh, our rubber. We almost forgot our ribbon. You guys, we almost forgot our ribbon. And we're just going to attach our ribbon with some glue. We're just going to pile on the glue. And we're going to set this on here. Oh, thank you guys. Fussy cutting the tree was perfection, right? Because if that was all white, it would have just given a different look. It would have just given a different look. No, I'm not flipping you guys off, but I am. And I send this bird with love to all of you. If you guys follow on Instagram, there's a guy who does music and he like dances and then he like flips everybody off. It's hilarious. Anyways, send a good bird. It's a good bird. Much better with the brighter colors, yes. And we, you know, you guys, that happens sometimes, right? We go through and we're like, eh. But I was convinced it was gonna look fabulous. Look it. Yeah. It's much better. It's much better. There's our first incarnation of it. Not happy. Yeah, not happy. And I like having our leaves in the two-tone. The two-tone leaves, I think it just gives it a little bit more character. More so than just the flat. If I were to do these leaves again, I would do two tones with all of these. In all the colors. Just because. But, yeah. And if I were to do the picket fence again, I think I would just, kind of like we did here, and just do that. And then maybe white pickets. You can even add a couple of clear gems. Yeah, we could, but we're not going to, because I'm done. I am done with this card. I missed my game. I gotta go see if I can still finagle in my game. My time might be up, though. We'll see. We'll see if we can get into the game. Get my free stuff, you guys. My free stuff. That was a little bit ago. I think it only lasts about an hour. Yep, that's all right though. We missed our free stuff. Next time. All right, that is that, my friends. We will see you next time right here on the channel, which is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out with me. We are affiliate pushing for scrapbook.com. We might do something rainbowy there too, because why not, right? Rainbows are fun. We should do rainbows tomorrow from scrapbook.com. Rainbow flowers. Look, good luck on, yeah. Thank you. We but you guys, now I gotta clean my mess. Look at this. All the things that came out today. But yeah. Okay. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. I'm going to send you out with some music. And you guys can jam along. And stay crafty, my friends. Stay crafty. And we'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern if you're interested. And then Friday, Twitch at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then, is this the first Saturday of the month or the second? So, yeah. So, nothing going on this Saturday. Next Saturday is 2 Crafty Girls. And then the Saturday after that, the 21st, is our Crafty Zoom. I hope to see you guys there. Until then, bye-bye, my friends. Bye-bye, my friends. Out music.